Hey everybody, Aron Snyder here with Outdoor Life, and I am going to go over how to load deboned meat in your pack with your gear this morning. This is a cow that a guy I met up in this upper basin shot yesterday, and so he's got basically a 400-pound cow on the ground, and we're going to get it out in one trip with our gear to the trailhead. Now, I've got one bag of meat in the pack already, and then these two, so I'm looking at, I don't know what I've got. I'll have about 100 and some pound load, I guess, with my gear and everything. But there's certain things you do and you don't want to do when you load it in the pack, and I'll go over those things. Mark, the guy met, he went back up to get the rest of the meat in his gear. I'm going to get everything loaded in the pack right now. So when I start doing the actual loading, I got one meat bag in there. When I start doing the loading of these two bags, I'll catch back with you and show you how to do it. Alright everybody, I'm going to start loading the pack up with deboned elk meat and kind of go over it. What I do personally is I put my sleeping bag and clothing on the bottom of the pack. The key to success when packing out meat, to not make for a horrible journey, is get that meat up off the bottom of the pack. You don't want it sagging down, pulling you back. So I put whatever I've got in like waterproof containers or dry sacks on the bottom of the pack. Now, like I said, I have 4 or 5 days of gear, so everything else of any importance I've actually put in these vertical chamber pockets. I've got my Hilleberg Acto here, and I've got my pillow, some clothing, things like that in here. My breakable stuff like my GoPro head cam, my Delorme GPS, that kind of stuff is up in my top lid. And then everything else, these are Kafaru game bags. You can use garbage bags as well. Everything else that I don't want to get covered in blood, I've got in this bag, and that also will help me keep the weight of the meat off the bottom. So I'll get that stuff down in here to my best ability. It doesn't look like it's gonna fit, so probably should have done a dry run so I look like I know what I'm doing. So I'll yank this out and I'll drop this meat in. Now what I'm going to do, which is important, like I said, you can do with trash bags, or this is a Kafaru meat baggie, or this is a Kafaru quarter bag, is get these in side a waterproof container so you're not leaking blood all over the place inside your pack. That'll also help keep the wife happy, and a happy wife is a happy life when you get home and start washing your clothes. So I've got all of that in there. And then now I'm going to, I think I'm going to yank this up first. See if I can get that sucked down inside. Oh. So that's probably about 65 pounds, I would guess. Oh, maybe a little more. And I'm just gonna stuff it in there. It's not the easiest task in the world, but it'll go. Oh my God. Well, there you have it, just like I planned it. Okay. Now I'm gonna want to shake this a little bit up and down and get everything to sag and settle as much as I can. And then I'll go ahead and get everything loaded up after that. But you want to make sure waterproof everything so it doesn't get bloody. Use garbage bags, Kafaru meat bags, and then make sure all your breakables aren't on the bottom of the pack, so you're not, getting all that weight pushing down. So when I load this back up, I'll get back with you in a second. All right, so here's the final product. I've got Kafaru Timberline I've got everything in waterproof sacks. I've got the heaviest weight from here to here up against my back. All my breakables in these pockets and the top lid. And then this is a Kafaru Grab It, and I've got, this is soft shell windbreaker top. It's a Cabela's Incline, and when you're hiking out, especially over long distances like we are, you want to make sure you can get to your clothing and things important quickly. And in case of this, if I get cold when we stop and we need to like take shelter from the rain or snow or whatever, I just loosen this Grab It, pop out the incline, put it on, I'm good to go. I also use this Grab It to suck that weight up even more up against your back. This has several uses. I carry my bow in it and all kinds of stuff, but those are the principles you want to stay with. Weight off the bottom of the pack, everything in waterproof game bags or garbage sacks when you're carrying the meat, and all your breakables away from the weight coming off the bottom, and everything you need to get to in some kind of a pocket or whatever so you can get to it quickly if you need to stop. So you stay with those general principles, you're going to be good to go when you're packing out meat in the backcountry. So hope you guys enjoyed this, you learned something from it. You got any questions, throw them down. I've had a lot of experience. Seem to always be the load hauling mule, so I've got a lot of experience with it. I can help you guys out as much as possible. So see you guys on the next trip. Stay safe.